My name is Iqbal Ameer. I'm the group CEO of the Livescape group. We're based in Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Before I got into the life of events, to be honest, I've always been around events from the start. When I was in university, I was a nightclub promoter. So I was a nightclub promoter for a bunch of clubs when I was in uni, and from there I built into doing big parties. From there, I opened up a restaurant with a friend over there, and when I came back home, I actually started an ice cream truck business. So I had an ice cream truck business. I was basically serving soft serve ice cream to families, and then one day my ice cream truck was at a big rave in Malaysia, and I saw how big the events industry had kind of grown and what it could potentially be. And then from there, I sold my truck and went back into the life of events. Most event organizers will tell you that if it is in your blood, it is in your blood. The Livescape group is based in Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Those are our primary HQs. We focus on building corporate events. That's our sort of main breadwinner. But we also own brand IPs that are focused on communities. So we have one product called It's the Ship, which is Asia's largest festival at sea. That's based in Korea, Singapore, and China. We also have Rockaway, which is Malaysia's largest rock festival, and that's based in Malaysia. And we also have a new platform, which we just introduced this year called Move, which is a combination of fitness and live music events. So the aim or the aim mission that we do as Livescape is basically we create what we call a Livescape experience. So we try to inject everything to be an experience, from dealing with our clients to their corporate events to our own brand IPs. That basically sums it up. Okay, so high points and low points. That's a good question. I'll probably start with the low point first. So the lowest point was when we had Southeast Asia's largest music festival at that point called Future Music Festival Asia, and it got cancelled in 2014. That was the lowest point in Livescape's legacy. We were basically fed to the wolves. We had a lot of corporate sponsors or government bodies that were not there to back us, and that was the lowest point of our lives because we were about to make 5 million ringgit in profit, and we ended up losing 5 million ringgit. So we were in debt of 5 million. We had no business. We had nobody that wanted to work with us, and we had mouths to feed in the company. So that was the lowest point in our life. The highest point in our lives was actually building from that. So from that low point in our life, we had a plan. We had what we wanted to do, and we stuck to the plan. We built, we slowly paid our debts. We focused on It's the Ship because we thought that would be the future of how events would be, more of an experience than just about the artist. And on our third year of It's the Ship was our highest point when we actually were able to pay off all our debts. So we were able to pay off our debts. We were able to expand our team. We were able to open an office in Indonesia, which is what we planned. And It's the Ship started making money. And that was the highest point. The threats that are facing the events industry with COVID is unprecedented. The live events industry was the first to be affected, and it will be the last to recover. We're not only talking about the livelihoods of everybody in the events and creative industry, but we are also talking about what the events industry is going to be in the future, or how is it going to be accepted? Main threats are obviously the confidence to actually organize, run, or even attend an event, and that's going to be the biggest hurdle to get out of, because COVID-19 is not going anywhere. It's going to be here for a while, and everybody's got to get used to it. Those are like the main threats. The opportunities and solutions from it is basically humans are an adaptive bunch. We adapt to whatever's being thrown at us, and the opportunities are basically how we can look into what is the main value of an event. Why do I go for an event? And try to replicate that on a digital sphere. There's an opportunity there because it's a lot lower risk. A lot of event companies are starting to get into that sphere and suddenly go through a huge learning curve, which is upping your skill set. So that's fantastic. Solutions for the events industry, in my opinion, is nothing. There's no solution for it. Until a vaccine is found, no event company is going to do an event that may threaten the safety and well-being of the people attending the shows. So there's no solutions for that. The only thing we can do is try our best to mitigate it and try to lower the risk of something potentially happening. Livescape has already introduced AR and VR services as part of our company pillars. And we have this new term that we use, which is called COVID conscious. So basically we add a layer on top. If you're organizing an event, we have this sort of COVID conscious layer that we put on top that basically allows you to lower the risk of a potential case. So these are the sort of things that we're coming, but in no shape or form is this a solution. It's merely just helping you lower your risk if you still have to do an event.